So good morning students. Today we are going to start with the new chapter weather, climate and adaptations of the animals to the climate. So let's start with the weather, right? So in day-to-day life we normally observe the weather. Sometimes it's rainy, sometimes it's sunny, sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's windy, right? So these are the different types of changes that we observe daily related to the climatic changes, right? So how we are going to define the weather now? So weather is basically the atmospheric condition on a particular day. That means we are judging it over a very short period of time on a particular day or a particular week. Okay, so at a particular place, like we are in Jalandhar, similarly the weather of the Delhi will be different, weather of Amritsar will be different, right? So weather of different places will be different with respect to. Now what we are doing is we are basically seeing these changes relative to temperature, humidity, rainfall, speed and direction of the wind. That means these four components, the temperature, humidity, rainfall and the wind, they basically form 1, 2, 3 and 4. They basically form the elements of the weather. So that means any change in these four elements will bring the change in the weather. Okay, so temperature, with the change in temperature, change in humidity, change in rainfall and change in wind, they are going to change the weather. Okay, and you know you are having the different types of mobile apps in your phone also, right? So that are going to give you the weather forecast. So if you want to go somewhere, firstly you check the weather of that particular place or the place, right? So weather reports, they are prepared by the meteorological department, right, of India, and they collect the weather forecast reports based on these four elements. How these elements they are changing, based on that the weather reports they are prepared. Okay, so now the question is that how the weather is going to be changed, why the weather is changing on a particular day or on weekly basis, right? So sun sun is the biggest factor behind the weather change. Now how the sun is helping in the weather change, right? So basically you know sun is the ultimate source of energy. Right? We all get heat from the sun. Now the heat of the sun is going to change the temperature, humidity and the changes in the wind speed and the direction. Now let's discuss about the temperature, right? That how the sun is going to change the temperature through which the weather is going to be changed. Okay, so coming to the temperature point, sometimes the temperature is low, right? Temperature of low means the earth surface, or you can say the air or the atmosphere is having the low temperature or it is having the high temperature, right? So it is having the low temperature, then that we say that the weather is cold, and if the temperature is high, right, then in that case we say that it is a hot weather today. So how these changes they are basically going on, they taking place. So you know we all receive the heat from the sun, right? So when this sun's heat is received by the earth's surface, by the earth atmosphere, right, some part of this heat basically it is absorbed and some part is reflected. You know this thing, right? So whenever we are getting the sun rays, the part of the sun rays is basically reflected and some part is absorbed. Now it depends on the absorbed part of that heat of the sun, which is going to raise the temperature. If the absorbed heat is low, then low temperature will be there, and if the absorbed heat of the earth atmosphere is high, right, so then hot weather will be there. Okay, so this is how the temperature changes with the sun. Okay, so it changes with the amount of the absorbed heat. If the heat absorbed is more, then hot weather will be there, and if amount of heat absorbed is less, then the weather will be cold. Okay, coming to the next point is humidity. Now let's define the humidity firstly. So humidity is the amount of water vapors present in the air, right? So how much amount of water vapors they are present in the air, that forms the humidity. Like we say, it's humid today, the climate is humid, right? So basically how humidity it affects the weather. Firstly, how humidity is related to the sun's heat. Now you know that the heat of the sun is received by the water bodies, the sea, land, the sea and the oceans, right? So they get heated up. So whatever the water that is there in the water bodies, when they receive the sun's heat, right? So in that case, the water gets evaporated and form the water vapors. And these water vapors, they go in the atmosphere. Okay, so they get collected there. So if high amount of water vapor is there, that means humidity will be high. Okay, so in that case the weather will be humid. Okay, so this is how humidity it affects the weather. And for the last thing is wind. So let's see how the sun is affecting the direction and the speed of the wind. So in this case, if you recall the chapter heat, there we study about the convection currents. Firstly, if we define the wind, then we call wind as moving air, right? And similar is the case in case of convection currents. That means we are having hot air particles that rise up, right? So the hot air means when the earth atmosphere or when the land is receiving the heat from the sun, right? So the hot air particles, they will start rising up. Okay, so when they start rising up, suppose these are the air particles, so when they receive the heat, they will start rising up and they will leave their positions in this way. And the cold air particles that are not receiving that heat or that are receiving less heat, right, they will move to take their places, these vacant spaces. So they will move from the cold side to the hot air side to take these empty spaces. So in this way the air it starts blowing, and moving air we called it as wind, right? So in this way the wind it blows due to the setup of the convection currents. The convection currents, they set up from the cold air side to the hot air side, right? So the air it starts moving from the colder end to the hotter end to take the place of the hot air particles that rise up. Okay, so in this way the wind basically affects the weather. Okay, So coming to the next is temperature. Now we will be discussing about the instruments that we are going to use to measure these three factors: the temperature, rainfall and humidity. Okay, so for the temperature we are having maximum, minimum thermometers that we have discussed in the chapter of heat also, right? So maximum and minimum thermometers, they are going to give you the highest and the lowest temperature for a particular day, right? So what maximum and what minimum temperatures we have achieved, right, during a particular day. So that is going to give you by the maximum minimum thermometer, which is a kind of U-shaped thermometer, right? So it appears like this. So on the one side it is going to give you the highest temperature, and on the other side it is going to give you the lowest temperature, and it is filled with mercury, right? So suppose this is the highest range and this is the lowest range. So this is filled with the mercury. So this is how the maximum and the minimum thermometer it works. Okay, and the highest temperature we basically measure at the time in the afternoon. Okay, so when basically the earth, it gets heated up totally by receiving the sun's heat. And the lowest temperature we measure in the early morning, because in the early morning the temperature is quite low. Okay, so this is how we measure the temperature for the weather forecasting. Coming to the next point, humidity. How we measure humidity? So there is an instrument which we called as hygrometer. That we use to measure humidity, and it is measured in percentage, right? So the last thing is rainfall. Rainfall, rain or snow, basically when the water droplets, they got condensed at the low temperature, right? So you get the rain or snow. So how we are going to measure the rainfall? It is measured with the help of rain gauge. So this is also the instrument to measure the rainfall. And it is measured in millimeters. Right? So this is about the weather and its element, that how weather it is changing, right? Weather is a complex phenomena that is changing day by day or week by week. Okay, and these four elements, they are particularly affecting the weather. Now we are going to study about the climate, that how weather and climate, they are different from each other. They are not same, they are quite different from each other. Okay, so next is about the climate. So far we have discussed about the weather, that involves the short-term changes, right? But the climate, it involves the average weather pattern, right? And that is recorded for a long period of time. Okay, that means we are not considering the short-term changes, day-to-day changes or weekly changes, but here the changes that are considered during the whole year, right? During the 10 years, 20 years of interval, that we are considering in case of climate. Okay, so the weather, it describes the short-term atmospheric conditions, whereas the climate, it describes the long-term atmospheric conditions. That means weather changes, they are very, very quick. Okay, so in an hour or in a 2 hour, right, the weather, it will change from cloudy, it will become rainy. Okay, but the climatic conditions, they are not so. Climatic conditions, they are basically the average weather reports that are collected over the years. For example, if we consider some hot areas like Himalayan region, it is always cold. Okay, Thar desert, it is always hot. Okay, so these are the basically the reports, weather forecast, that are collected over the years to say that the climate of this particular region is hot and the climate of this particular region is cold. Or you can say there are many regions, right? Cherrapunji, that is the basically place where there is totally rainfall. Okay, so that means the conditions, the reports, they are prepared on the basis of the regular reports, weather reports, and that determine the climate of that particular place. Okay, and the various factors that are affecting the climate is from distance from the sea, right? The wind, speed and direction of the wind, altitudes, that means height from the earth's surface, human activities, right? So human activities basically they include industrialization, deforestation activities, and you can include also some other activities like automobile exhaust. So all these activities, they basically affect the climate. How? Because there is release of harmful gases from it, right? Carbon dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide. So they are going to give you the acid rain, or you know that carbon dioxide, it is the biggest gas that is basically involved in the greenhouse effect. So it traps the heat. Okay, so that is going to warm the earth. Okay, so due to these factors also the climatic conditions, they are affected. Okay, so climate of any place, it depends its distance from the sea, the wind, okay, altitude, that means height from the earth's surface, and human activities, the different human activities that basically are involved in the climatic changes. So with this we are done with our weather and climate concept. Okay, so we will be doing the adaptations of the animals in the next video now.